What's up, guys, and welcome back to my garage. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we slapped an absolute unit of a supercharger on our V8 El Camino, also called the Jesse. And as you guys would have seen, it's a certified ripper. I mean, this thing really scoots, but unfortunately, we do have to sort of get back in that mindset today of making money, or at least trying to make some money, because eventually what I would like to do is this garage extension for 50,000 bones. It looks like it'll add a back door and maybe like a oil change service pit or transmission service pit, something along those lines. Looks really cool. But anyways, let's make our way over to the dealership today and we'll see if we can find a vehicle over here to flip. What do we got? What are we working with? We have a Wolf over here. Couple of different mismatch, different color body panels. That's not a huge deal. $27,000 for that thing still. These really hold their value. 7,900 bucks. Doesn't look like it has that much rust on it for us to clean up. One spot right there. That might be, oh, and then this door too. That might actually be a pretty quick turnaround job for us. And then we have another El Camino. This thing is way rustier than ours was when we initially purchased it. Couple of different mismatch panels again. 3-star rust condition. 10,300 bones for that guy. Could we purchase both of these? We could totally purchase both of these. Let's do that. I don't think there's ever been a time where I've purchased two vehicles with the intention of flipping both of them. We only have $2,400 left. So let's hop in both these things. Hopefully they both start up first try. What is that? Oh, it's just another like storage container deal. I don't really care to pick that thing up. Got a pretty mangled door panel in here, but let's see if she turns over. She sure does. Wait, what engine's in this? This sounds like the Slant 6. Yeah, we got another Slant 6 in this one, and then this is probably a inline 4. Something super simple. So let's hop on in, old girl, and we'll shuttle her over to whoops, parking brake. Every time, never fails. We'll shuttle it on over to our garage, and then for both of these vehicles, again, since we don't really have that much money, I think the best plan of action, we're gonna have to move our good El Camino out of the shop, but I think our best plan of action here would be basically just perform the rust repair on both of these two vehicles, and then turn around and sell them pretty much immediately. I think that's really how we're going to make the most amount of money out of them. But we'll drop the parking brake on our good El Camino, our supercharged El Camino. I guess we could have just drove it out, right? Because we're going to have to move it out of the way anyways for that other vehicle, for the NIV. So we've got both the vehicles in here. Let's grab our little flapper disc, and we'll get after it. I do typically kind of cut out all the sanding parts because it's a little loud. Just about got this hood sorted. Had a little bit of rust up there on that corner. I think that ought to do it. Now for the door. I also just want to take a quick peek at the door jambs. Make sure they're looking good. Seems fine to me. I love how I try to like move my head as if I'm gonna be able to peer around the corner somehow. Wait a minute. Is that bent? Is that panel like a little damaged? Hang on just a minute. Let me grab the pry tool here, just so I can remove this really quick. The rear quarter, I guess rear doesn't matter. Passenger side quarter. There's only quarters in the rear. Surprise, surprise. But this panel right here definitely looks like it's a little bent, or maybe it's the trim piece. I don't know if these can become deformed over time or not. But if we crouch back down, you can kind of see there's a little bit of a gap right there. So I'm gonna grab our hammer and just see if that's an area we need to repair. It doesn't look like it. There's no little hammer icon showing up. Hang on, let's look at ours. It's just that way by default. There's just a little gap there. Okay, well, that solves that. I guess we don't even have to address that because it's not even really an issue. So let's continue working our way around to the trunk. I'm gonna drop this just for a second. Oh yeah, there's even more back here. Okay, that was easy. Love when that happens. We've got a tiny spot right there. That's gonna be kind of tricky to get at, maybe. Yeah, that's gonna be real tricky to get at. Hang on, we like can't even lean in. Oh no, am I gonna have to remove that entire... Hang on. I've never been able to actually get in the bed before. Okay, that takes care of that as well. I was honestly concerned we were gonna have to remove this whole panel right here. But we done did it. We done did a thing. Back here looks good. No rust, no visible rust anyways. Inside the fuel door, totally fine. All right, I'm thinking that's everything. That should be all the rust. Yeah, rust state now 5 stars, so color condition is the next thing we just have to kind of bump up. A 6B7246. 6B7246. That looks right to me. Kind of like an army green almost. I'm not going to respray it right now. Instead, I'm actually just going to keep on sanding down the rust on the NIV over here. We've got side skirts. And I think just the door, actually. This will be a real quick turnaround. Assuming I'm actually able to get at all the rust. As you guys know, it's a little difficult sometimes. I am really digging this blue interior. One of you suggested we might actually redo the interior on the El Camino, maybe at a later date, maybe later on in this episode. I'm not really sure. But they suggested just doing bright red. Just super bright red interior. And I really like that idea. And speaking of interior, I think we're actually gonna have to grab our wrench for this one so we can take out the interior door card just here. Yeah, dude, see, there's more rust. Wait, how did that even get under there? What the heck? There's even more rust underneath that door card, so we'll keep doing what we do. I'm kind of having a little bit of a difficult time getting rid of that rust. Every time I'm about to say something like that, my next, like, attempt at removing the rust just takes care of all of it. So I guess that's that. We should be all finished up now with this rust. 5-star rust condition, color condition 4 stars, but this color is 78 3A 2E. 78 3A 2E. There we go. Sort of like a terracotta color almost. I think we'll start respraying the NIV first, just because there's less to respray. I was just about to spray the door jamb right here, and I noticed we have a little bit more. It's not counting against us right now, but I just want to make sure it's all taken care of. So, quick little hit with the grinder, and we are ready to continue painting. Got the last little bit right here on the driver's side door, and I think the can actually just went empty. Oh, hang on, before we close that door up, let's put that door card back on, make sure we're tightening, and we can get that resituated. There we go. All right. How we looking now? 11,000. What did we pick this thing up for? Like 9? Or was it less than that? I've already forgotten. Overall condition 3 stars. Is there anything else you think that we could do to bring that condition up? Oh, on second thought, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. We've got upper and lower radiator hoses need replaced. We'd also have the whole lower cradle, like the whole subframe, would need taken out. Yeah, that's a bit too much. That's a bit too much for me at the moment. So we're gonna throw out the empty spray paint can, and we're gonna get going on this other El Camino. I do kind of find it funny that the second El Camino we've purchased now is also green. Like going back to our spray paint colors, nearly every vehicle we've ever had to respray has been some shade of green. I don't know what the deal is with that. Like even the tailgate, bright green. It could have been any color. Could have been any color. And they decided to go with green again. Gotta grab us another can of the same sort of army green paint. Missed a little bit there at the bottom. Kind of difficult to get at, but also on the inside here. Maybe that did it too. Might have gotten it. Nope. Still just a little spot there. So let me grab my wrench. I think if I remove the chrome rear bumper here, make sure we're on loosening mode. If I just pop this off really quick, I think that'll make it quite a bit easier. God, I'm losing my mind, dude. Losing my spray paint cans. There we go. Just gotta get the chrome bumper refastened. And let's check in and see how we're doing. Rust condition, 5 stars. Color condition, 5 stars. Wait, why is it pulling up the NIV? That was really, really weird. But again, rust condition 5 stars, color condition 5 stars, 19,000 buckaroonies. I do think I want to get just a quick thumbnail of these 2 vehicles in the shop, and then we can sell them off. Alrighty, now that we've got what we need from them, let's go ahead and sell the NIV first for 11,000 bucks, and next the El Camino for 19. Now we have $32,000. I think we started around 20,000 bucks, so we might have just made close to 13 grand in, what, 20 minutes, maybe? If that was all we were doing for this episode, it would be extremely short. So what we're going to do instead is head to bed just for a few hours, maybe one more. I'm about to go hungry and I'm about to go thirsty, so let's jet across the street right quick and get some grub, get some waters. I am absolutely loving having the sound effects back. I didn't even realize that they were missing. I had completely forgotten that they even existed in the first place. But one of you actually reminded me that that they did exist before. My memory's just not very good, I'll be honest. All right, we overpurchased a couple of things, but it's all right. So we're gonna hop in the El Camino, and we've got quite the journey ahead of us if we're gonna make our way out to the upholstery shop. I can't even describe to you guys where it is. Let me find my map here really quick. It is across the bridge. We need to go left, and then this way, and then left, and then keep straight, and then keep going, and all the way up here, stay left, and then we'll be at the interior store. It is gonna be, like I said, quite the drive. Hang on, before we like fully just drive off, I tested this in the previous video to see if we could do a burnout, but I didn't test to see if we could do donuts, dude. Of course we can. Of course we can. We've got plenty of horsepower in old girl. All right, let's hit the bridge, make a left, and then it's pretty much straight / stay left for the whole remainder of our drive. Wait just a second. Hang on. Do we even have fuel? Okay, that's temp. Dude, we're like right on E. Granted, it's now turned off. No, we need fuel. Let's turn this. Jeez, I'm gonna smack a wall. Careful. Just got so much power, dude. I don't know what to do with this thing. But yeah, let's turn around. We're gonna fill up with gas first. I would have gotten stranded. I don't think I would have even made it past the bridge, honestly. Oh, wait. The fuel door is actually on this side. Do you think it'll reach? Surely it'll reach. We'll just kind of leave that in the bed for a minute. Let's grab this. It's not gonna reach. Okay, let's try this again. Gotta get the cap taken off. Open that up, because otherwise I would forget it. And we can just get it filled with some gasoline. Easy. Gotta place your bets now, all right? Place your bets now. How much do you think it's gonna cost us from E all the way up to full? in the El Camino. I don't know, like, how many liters, like, what the total capacity for this tank is or anything. I'm gonna guess 80 bucks. There, I think we're actually overflowing now. Let's put that back. Oh, I didn't even get to see it. Because the dev just recently changed the thing where we don't actually have to pay here anymore. Because I guess people were just driving off with never paying their bill. Makes sense, honestly. I probably would have done the same thing. But yeah, I wasn't at all paying attention to our money. Let's see if it'll tell us here. It does not. Okie dokie. Well, back in the car. Let's get back on the road. Holy... Please tell me that the damage isn't that bad. Please tell me. It's so bad. It's so bad. And you know what? I haven't saved. I haven't saved, dude, and I don't even know how long. That is absolutely fantastic. Just great, dude. So we made $13,000. I could take the time to, like, go through and try to repair it, but it's never gonna be back to like how it was before. We'd basically have to buy brand spanking new panels. Actually, that's not true, because there's Bondo. We've got body filler, dude. We don't need anything else. We've got Bondo. So there goes going to the interior shop, the upholstery shop. I guess we're just gonna have to wait. Instead, we're gonna have to repair old girl. It's sad. It really is sad, but it happens. You know what? I was just trying to be a G and dip out of the gas station real quick, and holy, the rear wheels kind of broke loose on me, and I sent it into the fence. Incredible. Okay, let's start with our hammer. I don't think I've ever actually really done this before, so I'm gonna do my very, very best to get it fixed. The hammer's not functioning. The hammer's actually not functioning. Does that mean that the damage is too severe? Let me try it, like, with the hood up, maybe. Okay, this took a turn. Things definitely took a turn today. I'm gonna get this taken off, and we'll see if we can repair it maybe off of the vehicle with the hammer. No. No, that doesn't appear to be working. Okay, but what about the Bondo? What about the body filler? Let's get this down here and see if we can patch it up. Well, we can't, because it's not letting us beat the devil out of it with this hammer. So we're just going to have to buy a brand new hood, I guess. This thing's too far gone. And then same thing probably with the grill and the fender and the lights and the tire. The rim, dude, the rim is absolutely mangled. I'm sad, man. I'm sad now. Maybe now that the fender's been taken off, we'll be able to repair it? Nope. Nope, I don't think we're gonna be able to repair any of this stuff. I guess that settles it. And, like, this kind of looks like it's out of whack as well. Oh, dude. Is the subframe tweaked? Please, please tell me the subframe's not tweaked. We're gonna have to remove the entire engine if that's the case. Yep, look at that bolt hole. That's not lining up whatsoever. If we take a look at this other side. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dude. Okay, now I'm really sad. I was sad before, but this is unbelievable. What a mess, dude. What an absolute disaster. Okay, so, obviously, engine, transmission, completely removed now. And I'm noticing, like, this, pretty much this whole side of the vehicle is just shifted now, ever so slightly. So, again, I do think we're probably going to have to remove just about everything here if we really want to try to repair this thing. Oh, the bolts are here. What the heck are these bolts then, dude? Our radiator looks more like an accordion now, a little bit. It's it's a bit bent, a bit warped for sure. So we'll be buying another one of those, unfortunately. Oh my god, dude, look at that. If you guys have ever been curious as to what a bent tie rod looks like, now we know, because I was curious as well. That is absolutely awful. And now that we, yeah, unbolt it, now it gets all gross looking. So I don't know if a lot of the suspension stuff that we're removing, I don't know if we can reuse it, or like I just don't know how that works, right? Can we just bolt up the same stuff we just took off, and will it magically kind of align itself? I don't know. We're gonna figure that out here in due time. Next, though, we've got to remove the strut. I'm gonna put it in the good pile. Again, I'm just not really 100% sure how that works quite yet. And then upper A-arm. Gotta get that thing taken off. And the lower... Wait, does the torsion bar... The torsion bar goes through the lower arm? Okay. And then we should probably unbolt it at the back also if we can. The pry tool. The pry tool, it's gotta be. Yep. Alright. That does it. So torsion bar, again, we're going to put it in the good pile. I suppose we should call that the questionable pile. The lights definitely dusted. That's going over here with all the other dusted stuff. There we are. Dude, we're going to be stripping this thing down until there's hardly anything left of it. That kind of seems like it's maybe out of alignment as well. It doesn't look bent though like the tie rod did, so maybe it's slightly better. I will have to drop that other tie rod, though, and we'll get that put in the questionable pile also. Now then, for this guy, should just be one bolt right there. Oh, one on the top as well. Okay, now that can come off. See, I don't know if that's bent or if it's always looked like that. Well, I sort of half expected the subframe to just drop once we unfasten the 4 bolts holding it up, but unfortunately I did have to remove the all the suspension components on the driver's side as well. So now that we've got that all done, we can slide the very, very bent subframe out, and I'm immediately going to grab our hammer to see if we can massage it back into spec, and it doesn't look like we can do that on that either. What about up here? Yeah, okay, hammer, not working. Hammer 100% just not functioning anymore. I know we used to just beat the devil out of things and they would just magically get straight again. But as you can see, that ain't happening. It just ain't happening. I also wasn't really expecting to have to tear down most of the front end of this vehicle. Otherwise, I probably would have put it up on the hoist, but instead I've just used one of our tiny little floor jacks just at the front of the thing to get it high enough up in the air to where we can actually work on it. Oh yeah, dude, check out the frame rails. Look at how nice and straight that one is, and then check this one out. Super wonky up towards this front end. And then not to mention that whole, like, headlight mount is all bent and out of shape. Unreal, dude. Unreal. So, since we can't use the hammer, the only other alternative we have is to pop that disc off, put our cutting disc back on. We're going to have to cut this thing up quite a bit. Now that we've got that radiator support, or whatever that piece is actually called, taken off, you can really see this is the known good frame rail. And this is the bad one. It's a little smooshed, wouldn't you say? A little smooshed. And then what about like the sort of tub, I guess you could call it, for the engine bay? What do we do for that? Let me see if the cutting disc shows any additional lines or anything. Oh yeah, we'd have to just lop that off right there. Okay. Don't tempt me with a good time. This is all that we're left with now, dudes and dudettes. This is quite literally all that we're left with. But first thing that we need to get is a right front panel and a radiator support. We'll start there. Keep it nice and simple. It's going to run us $128 for that panel and $69, nice, for the radiator support. Let's get these old ones just tossed in the dumpster. It's about the only good place for them at this point. There we go. $6 and I think $3. But it is starting to look like a vehicle again. What's troubling about this side is I'm not really sure if that that section right there should actually be there or not. It looks like the other side kind of has it, but it's not as severe. For right now, I'm going to leave it because it doesn't... Well, hang on. It doesn't really look like it's that out of whack. It's fine. It's got to be fine. It really just has to be fine. New grill's going to be $39. Front panel $47. See what else we've got in here. Oh, bumper F $241. It's a lot of bucks right there. That is some buku bucks. I guess it is chrome. Kind of makes sense. It's a bit more expensive. And then while we're in here, I'm also going to grab just the new blower hood to get that out of the way. You know, that's a pretty big piece. Oh, already looks like it's the right color, even though it's not. But this is going straight in the dumpster as well. $11 for that. We got a new bumper, so we can get that one tossed in there. New grill, same deal, $2 there. And lastly, this guy for $2 more, $2 whole dollars. Oh, and then the cross member. I actually kind of forgot about that guy. We got to sell him and make sure we get a replacement. $161 for that guy. I think that's what I'm going to install next. It'll kind of secure everything up, you know, hold everything together. Where's my wrench? As I feared, this side, it's not lining up. It's just not. So we've got to deconstruct it just a little bit. And unfortunately, we're going to have to get a new panel for this side also. When comparing the two here, you probably can't even tell which one's the new one and which one's the old one. Honestly, I'm even having a difficult time telling, but you can kind of see just up here how that little bit's kind of clipping through the floor. And then at the tail end there, it's kind of a little wavy. That's about it, though. That's all it takes to get it just slightly out of alignment. So we're going to take the good one. At least I hope this is the good one. And we're going to install it right there. Yeah, it still has that weird little bump right there. But everything else looks quite a bit better. So let's get rid of this one. We'll break out the welder again. And we'll just keep on keeping on. I was not expecting to do this today. I think that's pretty obvious. But it's been fun. A bit of an annoyance, but it's been fun. All right, quick update. I've gotten most of the suspension stuff done on the driver's side now. I just started working on the passenger side, which was the side that had the most impact. And it's not really seeming like everything's lining up perfectly, but I figured, like with this, when we took it off, it just immediately became completely broken. And since I've removed all the other parts, and none of those did that, I'm assuming that we're able to reassemble with the maybe slightly tweaked parts. I'm going to try it. Worst case, we just have to disassemble it another day and fix all the additional like bent stuff. But it's coming along. It's definitely coming along. I think I'm gonna be working on this thing probably until the sun comes up. Okay, on second thought, I might just replace the knuckle right here, since that's like one of the only things that's definitely far off. Was I tripping or was that stuck on there? It was stretching out like some elastic or something, dude. $40 and some change later. We're gonna see if that will line up any better. Could just be the A-arm too. It might just be the... Oh my god, it's so bad, dude. It's so bad. I can't put it together like this. Just to rule out everything, I'm going to go with the lower arm for that front right side as well. Probably a new strut rod, I would think. Upper control arm for the front, so that's not specific to either side. That's good. We are going to need a new tie rod, so I'll just go ahead and buy that now. New headlights probably don't come with bulbs already in them, do they? I think that's the bulb right there. Okay, those are the original ones, the non-broken ones. These are the replacements I just purchased. And doesn't look like they have any bulbs in there. So let's head back into the store and we'll see if we can find those somewhere in here. Is it an H4 or is it just a regular light bulb? We don't know. Also, did I get the right headlights? Because all of these look different. Okay, I think I did. Well, I just decided to get both of them since I don't really know the difference. But let's grab this box. I think that's the one that we want. So the other one must be for a more high-end headlight or something like that. Now these just get installed super easily into the... You're kidding, right? Nope. Even off the car, it's not working. So maybe it's the other ones. Okay, that definitely doesn't look right, but I'm gonna try it anyways. See if it'll go in there. Really? Okay, I guess that's the one. Oh, you know what? We actually still had some leftover rust on this passenger side fender anyways, so it's probably a good thing we have to get a new one of those. Well, they do call them quarter panels. I was under the impression that they were calling them fenders, but I guess not. Almost $180 for that guy, and then I'm guessing this is probably pretty warped. The original one, I mean, so we'll grab a new one of those. Let's first toss that guy on there, and then we can grab this and do the same exact thing. You guys, the end is near, okay? The end is near. We have 2 more hours until it's technically the next day. But like I said, I was pretty sure that I was going to be working on this thing until the sun came up. But we might actually be finishing just a little before that actually takes place. Now we just got to address this thing. You know what? We probably don't even need to remove the tire, right? Because the tire's definitely shot, but I know we need a new rim. Wait, we can't buy those from the store, I don't think. Yeah, we definitely can't. So unfortunately, we are gonna have to sleep just for a couple of hours. So it's now 10:30 in the morning. We're gonna head across the streets, grab some food because we're about to keel over here, and then we can make our way out to the parts store, and we'll grab us a new tire and a new rim. What a day, you guys! What a day! We've got our new tire mounted to our new wheel. That's gonna go right there. I cannot forget to actually inflate that thing, though. I'm notorious for forgetting to do that. So let's grab our air pump while I'm thinking about it. But this is it, you guys. We are just about finished fixing my very, very big oopsie. Very big oopsie. All right, could you just like sit in there like normal? like how you were before? Could you just do that for me? What is happening? Dog. Okay, it was being super, super dumb. It's probably gonna lag as soon as I bolt that up. Yep. Never fails. Never fails. And the other side, let's get that battery chucked back in there. We can't actually secure the battery, oddly enough, until we get the wires and whatnot put in. Oh, and we're gonna have to top up the coolant again. Next up, we're gonna grab our transmission and just try to sneak it on under here. Got 2 bolts there. Ooh, yeah, the 3 at the back are real tricky to actually get to. Okay, I'm a little stuck. Little stuck, there we go. I might have to get an additional jack. Hang on, maybe not. We've got 1. Just spam clicking, just currently spam clicking. 2. We need that 3rd, it's somewhere up at the top. Oh my god, I'm never gonna get this. Hang on, what if I just do it from here? There we go. Okay, that's all 3. To think that this entire ordeal could have easily been prevented if I would have just been a little bit more patient on the throttle. If I didn't have such a lead foot, maybe we wouldn't have had to go through all of this torture. But I am very, very glad that it happened when it did. It happened how it did, because it could have been much, much worse. And why is this one only taking not even 2 full bottles of coolant? I didn't even get into the 3rd. I still have a spare over. Anyways, we're gonna put the cap on it, put a lid on it, so to speak, and continue finishing up the quick respray. The primer color is really, really close to Audi's Nardo Gray. That's the color we're using right now. But I still prefer this over just primer. Time to see how we did. Time to see how we did. Okay, clean state, 5 stars. Everything 5 stars. $21,000 vehicle still. I'm pretty sure that's around the price it was before, though I am just now realizing that I still haven't bolted up the exhaust. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll check in on it again. Okay, it only brought it up like an extra 200 bucks, but 200 bucks is 200 bucks. Can't complain about that. I almost clicked sell just because we did have the 2 vehicles earlier on in the episode that were flips. This is not a flip. This is our project car that we intend to keep for hopefully a very, very long time. But having said that, I need to not crash it anymore. Also, now that it's back together, quick save. Absolutely. Very, very necessary. So, dudes and dudettes, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's probably where we're going to wind things down at for today. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.